Okay, welcome back. So, as we continue, we just went through the first four trumpets, and we found out that essentially over this time frame, a third of the earth will be destroyed. And again, it's going to be natural disasters that will be, it'll be sort of explained away with science or this or that. So it will not be, and we'll see that, and I'll show you how that happens as we continue. Okay, so the neat point here is that between the first four trumpets and the rest, there's a break in the repetitive. So remember, the first four was a third this, a third this, a third this, a third this, right? Right in the middle, it breaks. So right here, we have the fourth angel sounded, and it was a third part of the sun, right? So a third, a third, a third. And then here in verse 13, it says, "And behold, I heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to sound." So what this is saying then is that there's three woes coming. So when an angel like flies through the midst of the air with an announcement, that's like kind of blowing a trumpet, uh, you know, and and it is because the fourth angel blew his trumpet, and part of that fourth angel was the third of this and third of that, but also a part of that fourth trumpet was the announcement, "Whoa, whoa, whoa." And this gets serious now because it's "Whoa, whoa, whoa" to the inhabitants of earth for the next three trumpets. So, I believe at this point it starts to get real. Okay, so here, so that's the next of the chapter. So, whoa, 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 right? Chapter 9. Wow, this one, chapter 9 is when it really starts to get interesting here, guys. Like, it starts to get crazy, right? Because now we're actually into the Great Tribulation. And we can see, there's already been announced. Again, these trumpets are announcements that this is going to happen, that throughout this time, a third of the earth is destroyed. And we just got a warning about the next three woes and that they're actually going to affect the inhabitants of the earth. So here's chapter 9. So here we're at the fifth angel sounded, the fifth trumpet, and he saw a star fall from heaven, and given to him was the key of the bottomless pit. Remember earlier I stumbled on the word abyss, and I couldn't. I think bottomless pit was the word I was looking for. So here it is, the bottomless pit. And you remember in the beginning when Jesus was introducing himself, I sort of made the certain point that he has the key to death and Hades, the bottomless pit, the abyss. So Jesus had the key. Now here we see a fallen star, so a fallen angel, and that key was given to the fallen angel, and he opened the pit. So fallen angel opens the abyss. A fallen angel opens the abyss. And what happens? Smoke came out like a great furnace, da da da. Um, there came out a smoke locust upon the earth, and was given to them powers like scorpions. I just want to keep reading here a little bit. And it was commanded they should not hurt the grass of the earth, nor any green thing, nor any tree, but only those which have not the seal of God on their forehead. Okay, so two things here. The fallen angel opens the abyss. Smoke comes out, and beings as if they were scorpions come out. Now, let me ask you a question. Are we able to see fallen angels? Are we able to see fallen angels? No, we're not. Not with our eyes. We're not able to see fallen angels. Are we able to see demons? No, we're not able to see demons either. We're not able to see fallen angels. We're not able to see demons. So when this fallen angel opens the abyss and these scorpions come up on the earth to sting people, okay, they come up on the earth to sting people. And why do I? And it says right here, it was given them power as scorpions have power. Okay. I also want to point out that these are different than. Remember, we saw the 4 angels in the beginning that were specifically to hurt the grass and the sea and the trees and the green things. So these ones are not allowed. You should not hurt the grass, the green things, or any tree. Okay, so these are not natural disasters. Okay, these are not natural disasters, but what they are is, I'm going to put it here, they are demons and that sting. Okay, they're demons that sting like scorpions. Right? Okay. So what does that mean, though? Again, we can't see demons. We can't see fallen angels. We can't see demons. So what that means is when they sting you, what they do, what happens is, what you'll see in real life is somebody will just come up with hives all over their body. Or, whatever. I mean, an illness that creeps up out of nowhere. So one, they sting you in your health. They sting you in your finances. They sting you in your relationships. So I just want to make it okay. Along with this, like, you can't see fallen angels, you can't see demons, yet they're stinging people. Remember that they're stinging only those men. Come on. Right here we see only those men which have not the seal of God on their foreheads. Okay, so they're here to sting men, but they won't. Remember who was sealed? The 144,000 in the army of God was sealed. But who wasn't sealed? The bride. The bride's not sealed. The bride still needs refined. The wheat and tares, they still need processed. They're not immune to this. However, that's the great tribulation, is you can't see it. What'll happen is again, you'll get sores all, if you get attacked, you'll get sores all over your body. And the doctors will be like, well, I don't know what it is. Or your finances, or your relationships. I'm telling you, what it's going to be is like, and how they do it. I don't know how demons work, but like what happens is like you'll come across like extreme karma events, and it will sting you, and it'll feel like the sting of a scorpion. But again, you cannot see this happening. The world will deny it because they don't see demons. Nobody can see demons. But this is the great tribulation. This is the test of faith. Are you going to believe that you're being chastised, that you're being refined by Christ, or are you just going to curse God and be like, why are these swords on me? And end up a tear. That's the Great Tribulation. Okay, so and by the way, right after these demons are released and they are stinging people and it says in verse 12 here that one woe is past. So these demons coming out, that's the first woe. Okay. Okay, as we continue to go, the next angel sounds, and we are reintroduced to these four angels. So the sixth angel sounded his trumpet, and it says, "Loose the four angels which are bound to the great river Euphrates." And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, to slay a third part of men. So here we are at the third again. Remember here it was the trumpets blasted, and they were, over this time period, a third will be destroyed, right? And then you remember back here, before the 144 were sealed, it introduced those four angels that were holding back the four winds that were going to hurt the sea and the earth and the green things. Okay, so these are one and the same there. That means that these angels are going to release major. So what? This is the sixth. This is the sixth trumpet. The four winds. The four winds of heaven show up. The four winds of heaven show up. And those are essentially natural disasters that, again, is made to kill a third. You see here, is made to kill a third part of them. So that is also sort of a I don't believe it's going to be just one event where a third of men are killed. I believe that this is sort of going to kind of go throughout, and a third of men will be destroyed. And again, it's the winds, so it's natural disasters. And a third of men. So it kind of goes in hand with this. But this is when this happens, or this is when this begins. The third of the earth is about to be destroyed, and that happens when these four angels are released. But that is over time. And again, these angels are released. You can't see angels. What science will say is that it's just natural. It's global warming. It's global warming. It's global warming. It's global warming. But it also includes earthquakes and volcanoes and anything that's sort of a natural disaster. A meteor, maybe, or something. Okay, so listen to the sixth trumpet. We'll end it there, and we'll get into the seventh trumpet next time. So we'll see you then.